Proverbs 16:6. By mercy and truth iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord men depart from evil. Purity of life is by combining truth with mercy. Salvation comes by the truth of our sin overwhelming us, and then knowing the mercy of God for sinners. This same kind of scenario is a must for daily living. You know, as you look at this verse, there's a colon that separates the two parts of the proverb, which means that that which follows the colon is an explanation of the previous portion. Simply stated, mercy and truth are motivation to fear the Lord, which always purifies. In 1 John 3:2 and 3, Beloved, now we're the sons of God, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be, but we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is. And every man that hath this hope in him purifieth himself, even as he is pure. Realizing the truth of God and his mercy to save us brings purity to our life. The fear of the Lord is an intense realization of his holiness and his absolute abhorrence of the slightest sin. This fear is similar to that held for a parent that loves their child enough to discipline them. It keeps a child from sinning if he knows there's a price to pay. Proverbs 14:16 says, A wise man feareth and departeth from evil, but the fool rages and is confident. One of the reasons there's so little fear of the Lord is because that fear was never in the primitive years of children. Children must learn to turn from evil when they know consequences are coming. Parents who allow their children the so-called freedom of expression and never discipline raises a godless generation. This is such a severe issue that God declares a parent does not love their child if they leave them to themselves. Proverbs 29:15, very, very pointed. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. Proverbs 13:14, well known, he that spareth his rod hateth his son, but he that loveth him chasteneth him betimes. That means early. Chasten thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying. Proverbs 19:18. When truth of sin has been dealt with, then that child is mercifully shown that love has not ceased, and they are drawn back into fellowship with the parent. The rod and a hug, and in that order, would cure many a child of maliciousness.